Welcome back to Scrapyard Pirate's Life, and this is 2026. And you know what, guys? I did do a couple of streams of this already, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened, but I lost the entire file. So here we are, starting our 2026 Scrapyard Pirate's Life again, episode 1. As you can see, it's been a bad day. Yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Well, we are on our what's left of this ship, and yeah, so this is happening. Looks like we got an unknown logistics post. We got Jericho Flats Colonial Base unknown. We've got a Space Pirate Outpost 6, and it's nighttime on a planet. I thought I saw something pop up over there, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, okay, we have no hydrogen, we're low on oxygen, and yeah, okay, we've got problems. Okay, so we've got a few components in here, some ores, and oh good, we can at least have some kelp crisps and be hungry. Okay, we got a distress signal from this ship, where I don't know that I want that going on. How is it even happening when this is... Why is this turning on when there's nothing... Oh man. Do I even want a distress signal set out? I don't know. Okay. I don't see I have a control over that. Nice. Okay. Let's just turn off all of these because I don't want those pirates to know we're here. Because that would be bad. So we're turning all those off. Hopefully that stops the distress signal. Alright. Oh.
Critical.
Yeah, I'm aware, and I'm also low on air. Okay, what do we got going on? Let's see. There's no air. Whoa, hello. This is a problem. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. We got that. That's good. We need to collect these, whatever this is. Let's see. Oh man, there's the other crew guy. Okay, we'll get that and that. I don't know. We'll grab this. I don't know about that. What's in here? Anything good in here? Oh yeah, okay, so we're gonna fill up on all these. Let's grab this, and then we'll fill up on all these too. What else? Oh man, that's the other crew guy. Bob! Bob! How you die, Bob? Well, Bob, you got a few things. We'll take those. Okay, there's not much left of this ship. Oh, looks like we got some O2 up there. Is that O2? Oh man. If that's... Oh, I don't have anything... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Alright. Right now, the biggest concern we have is O2. We need it, like, badly. Oh, come on. Seriously? I can't even get on the frickin' ship, dude! I gotta get up there where I can... Oh, there. There we go. Okay. Okay, so what we're trying to do here, guys, is get some ramps so we can get up this... Why are you not letting me up? Ah, man, this is so frustrating, guys. I gotta get to that thing or I'm gonna be dead. No, not that. This, right there. Oh wait, we can do this. Wait, hold on. 2 medical kits. I wonder if I have enough to get a... Oh man, we gotta go quick. Come on. Come on, I gotta get this on here. Come on. If I can get a survival kit on here. Yes, we do have enough components. Outstanding. Okay, guys. If we could just get this on here, we'll have a respawn point, and we can get some oxygen, hopefully from that oxygen tank. Let's see. Ah, yes. Oh man, that was a good save. Okay, so now we have a respawn point, which what in the hell was I don't know what I was making with that particular brand of fun, but we're not doing that. Alright, okay. I could take and breathe a sigh of relief now. We've got a little bit of food. And we now have this, which we definitely need to get a way to get up on here. This ship is all kinds of messed up. Ooh, I wonder if I can... I wonder if it's... can I put this into... Yeah, if we convert it to station, at least I can then put this here. And that should allow me to get up and down a little easier, maybe, sort of. Really? Well, it's not great, but it'll have to do for now. Wow, okay. Oh man. Okay, let's look for anything else. Any other bits? Anything useful at all in here? Alright, do we have... What are we doing for... Okay, why do I hear... I hear burning. Okay, we got a... Yeah, we made a hell of a crater, that's for sure. Looks like we got some thrusters. Still got a gyro on here. We got some turbines. That should be a lot of good components. Yeah, we need to get a vehicle of some kind. But here's the problem. How are we going to power it? Ooh, I don't know. Sorry, man, but we're going to have to grind you down for some parts. Sorry. Well, I want to get all these loose pieces ground down. We'll need them. Oh, man, how are we going to get around it? Well, if we can... I don't know. Okay. I'm looking for any more loose pieces laying around at all, anywhere. No, we gotta figure out how to get out of this hole too. I'd have no idea. We're gonna load the weapon because I don't know what I'm got going on out here. So here's the deal, guys. Scrapyard Pirate's Life. We are going to be doing Scrapyard scenario. Once I get situated with a little bit better options for transport, maybe a more permanent display, we can go over the rules for this. Basically, assemblers are not going to be how we get most of our stuff. Okay, looks like the upper part's pretty intact. In the cockpit we were sitting in, so we know we got a cockpit. Okay, let's take a look. Oh my gosh, it's desert. Wow. Oh, what's that? Something out that way, it looks like. There's our... Okay, I don't see anything else beyond that out there. Alright. I'm looking to see extent of damage, what we can grab. I don't think there's any other storage in here, but we can try to peek around and see if we can see any other storages. If I can somehow get on here. It looks like we have power of some kind, so... Alright, anything in here? Nope. Alright. I'm gonna try to go with ramps on here if I can. Simply because I seem to be okay going up them, maybe. Oh man, this is just vicious. I'm trying to get up to the up here to the cockpit again. That would be great. Oh wait, I have hydrogen. We can do that. All right, cool. In Scrapyard Pirate's Life, we do allow the backpacks, though I prefer not to use them if at all possible. Alright, okay, looks like we got some smoke coming out of there. Okay, so we do have one cockpit that is intact. One that is definitely not intact. Okay, so with the cockpit intact, we can at least build something to get us around, but I don't know... What do we have a battery? Oh, well, you know what? Let's go over here. Let's hop in here and take a look. Let's see what we got that's functional. Oh, we do have a battery. and it's definitely working. We got, let's see, beacon, bridge helm, broadcast controller, button panels, consoles, event controllers, atmospheric thrusters, of course. And we're not going to be flying anywhere. We have a hydrogen engine, 2 hydrogen thrusters. Oh, we do have a small hydrogen tank, and we have an H2O2 generator, and of course we built a survival tank and survival kit and saw the oxygen tank, warfare hangar doors, stuff like that. Okay, well that works out. So we could probably do a large grid rover. I would prefer to do a small grid rover. As a matter of fact, I almost want to make that a rule. But in this circumstance, I don't. How would I use the battery? Well, you know what we could do? We could build a small grid rover. We could connect a connector up to the hydrogen tank, pull the hydrogen out of it, and then the battery, we could just shred the battery, I guess. We can't salvage. I mean, here's the thing. It's salvage rules, so that pretty much means anything with more than 10 computer components, we have to salvage. So yeah, that could be a thing with those batteries. We'd need to find some other batteries somewhere else. We could also break down stuff, but we would need to have a connector set up and somehow be able to hook up a rover to said connector. And this really awkward angle this ship is in is going to make that very tricky. But it's going to be easier than trying to build a freaking... Ooh, I wonder. Okay, so I have a thought. Alright, so I see that that's there. Okay. Now my thought is this. Does this have any... Now let's see, does that have ice in it? Oh, no it does not. Dang, I was hoping it had ice in it, because then that would make it easier. We could build our vehicle and then we could utilize the ice for it, but no. Oh, dude. Man, it's never simple, is it? Never ever simple. Where's this hydrogen tank at? Okay, there's the battery. Where in the hell is the hydrogen? Oh. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. There's the hydrogen tank right there. Oh, I wonder how much hydrogen's in it, actually. That would be probably important. Alright, let's just drop down in here. How much hydrogen is in the hydrogen tank? Because if there's no hydrogen in it, it's not going to matter. That's just the deal of it, guys. How much hydrogen? Oh, it's full. Matter of fact, both tanks are full. Oh, man. Yeah. Definitely need to have a hydrogen-based vehicle. Distress signal. Maybe they got something, but I don't know. Oh, this is a tough one, guys. I don't really want to use a whole lot of that. Wow, we really burnt the hell out of that in a marker. Wow. Okay, so looks like we got some ores. That's kind of cool, I suppose. How are we gonna do this? All right, so I wonder if... Is there a way... I wonder if there's a way we can get to this connector up here. Oh, come on, man. I'm trying to do this. I wonder if there's a way to get up into this... Okay, so we could probably run... If we ran, let's see, that connects to that. So I'm going to guess that connector there. If we... Okay, here's a connector right down here. So if we get rid of this, We could run a connector straight off of that up this way to up in here somewhere, and potentially maybe we could set it up so that we could line up a vehicle to it. So I want to get that hydrogen out, and we have to have some sort of power set up, so I'm gonna go ahead and pipe into this real quick. Let's drop off some materials here. Well, those we could put into the survival kit, so we should do that. We'll drop that off in there. Don't need that, or that, or that. And look, we're full. What a shock. Good gravy. Oh wow, we got a lot of fruit pastries. Good gravy. I hope it's not going to be so bad that we're going to be stuck with a serious, like, situation there. Alright. Oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. Okay. So, okay. This has got a lot of components. We're going to need something somewhere to set this stuff up on, so... Wonder if we can set up a series of crates on here. Since this is the thing that's got the power on it, we have to have everything on here, so... Come on, is there a place I can set this thing? Somewhere? Anywhere? Alright. Yeah, okay, cool. We can set them up on here. Works for me. Alright. This will let us store some materials as we tear those things down. You know what else I'm thinking? I'm thinking I probably want to move the survival kit up on top here. Hopefully there's no, like, major sandstorms or anything, but... Alright, let's get this stuff in here. I want everything in here that I don't need right away. I'm going to keep my weapon because I have no idea what we're going to run into in here. I don't think there's anything that's potentially dangerous other than pirates and other stuff, but who knows? So, I'm not going to take a chance. So, let's see here. Perfect. Alright, so that, and that. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go get this survival kit here. Because honestly speaking, it's just, this is just really incredibly annoying. And I'm going to be doing a lot of work on the roof there, trying to get connectors and stuff like that set up to go over to our rover that we're going to build. So I kind of wanted to keep it pretty small grid. We're going to rip this down too. We'll need these pipes. Ooh, power cells, hot dog. Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice those. Power cells. How many power cells is that? 20. Perfect. That's enough to make a battery for our rover. Oh, perfect. All right. This is good. This is really good. All right, let's get out of here. Let's climb up top. And let's go around. Get up on here. Really? Okay, we're gonna go with the other option, the vertical. Only because, you know, kind of cool. Yeah, with 5 left, we're gonna get this though, guys. We're gonna get this. Alright, so that's assembled. Let's go ahead and drop off these materials. Get a dose of air. Alright, and some energy. You know, make life a little easier. Maybe we'll build our little seat there. Hopefully, like I said, we don't get any... Now we can kind of sit here for a second. Oh, look, sun's coming up. Uh-oh. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh, I sure hope this thing doesn't have that crispy sun thing going on. Pertam has that, and it sucks. Alright. Well, I'm not going to stress about it right now. Alright, so we need to have... I need a little bit better way of getting up here, so... Let's see if we can't work out some sort of ramp or something. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Because we're going to come up across that way. I don't know. We'll figure it out. No, that's not going to work. Let's face it, I'm just probably going to have to do something funky here. Alright, so how am I going to get this thing built on this little dinky stretch of road here? Huh. Yeah, I almost feel like just building it right on top of here, but that's going to be tricky as all hell. Since we have the materials to make a battery, maybe I should just build a rover right out here on this patch of dirt here, and then slap the battery on it and go from there. I think that might actually be our best option, guys, and that way I can go ahead and get at least, you know, some sort of semblance of a start on there. I can transfer that. Yeah, let's do that. Looks like the sun's starting to come up too. Fun times. Alright. So let's collect some materials. How about that? Let's start by getting this out of here. Now I'm gonna take this. Alright, now that we've taken a bunch of those, let's run over here. Alright, let's drop a bunch of this in there. We don't need to have a bunch of those. We don't need pipes right this second. We're going to need steel plates, though. I want to save those for there. I don't want to risk losing those. We want just basic stuff. I do want some interior plates, actually. We're going to need those. I didn't think about I would, but actually we will. Get the baseline stuff in place, and then we can get the battery set up. It should be fine for a few moments at least. Computer components, that's what we need now. Man, where am I going to get those without going down inside of the whole mess? Well, we do have this beacon. It does have 10 computer components in it. What do we got in here? Anything? Anything worthwhile? Or is it just all, or am I going to have to play weird stuff? Probably weird stuff to get down into here. Alright. Let's get down. These strato freighters or something else. Okay, what do we have around here that has... Oh, wait. That has... Both of those have them. Hey, what do you know? A toilet. Go figure. There we go. That'll give us some computer components. And we'll take this too for a little extra component. And then this one here, we'll take this for some extra components too. I wonder if we can use this like as a straight shot out the front. Good gravy. It's just... Alright, now we're out this way. Alright, so we do have a hole. It's right there. Man, this thing really just dunk itself really bad. Alright, so we're gonna set up our little vehicle right here, I think. So we're gonna do it the old school way of we'll start it out with landing gear. Wrong kind. Now, in case you hadn't noticed, progression is not on. At least I don't think it is. Let me check. Pretty sure it's not. Yep. But we do have the salvage rules in place. So, like, if I put the battery together, I have to tear down the other battery because it would be salvaged from the other battery. Oh man, that's gonna suck. Yep. It's always something, guys. This is why we need to hook it up to the actual ship first, because then I can draw upon the power from, then I can use the power for that until we're ready to tear down that other battery. And I didn't see any secondary batteries because we can only, because here's the thing. Wait, hold on a second. Under those rules, isn't small grid battery is, oh, okay. Huh. Well, maybe for this playthrough what we'll do is we do the components. No assemblers, you just have to assemblers. Yeah, we'll just do the assembler rule. I like the idea of salvaging stuff though. You know, just like the components and stuff. So like if you want one of these, you got to get it from a ship, you know, that kind of thing. But there's a lot going on around here, so. But yeah, we'll do the component thing, and then that would mean that we'd be able to. Yeah, I like that. All right, no problem. That's what we're gonna do. That means pretty much anything small grid is something we can make because it's under 10.
Inbound.
Large grid, not so much. But then, I don't know. I mean, I feel like components would be the big thing. Only the survival kit making components, I like that rule. I also very much like the no jetpack rule a lot, but, you know. Let me know what you guys think. I know in previous ones I've done different kinds of salvages on Scrapyard Pirate. Alright, so. Oh. We can use landing gear type 2s for the small? Oh, nice. Yeah, I think we're gonna be able to just do this. Yeah, I think this is actually my best option right here. And I want to put this... Actually, you know what? We're going to put it right here. The reason why I want to put it right here is because we'll take it over the dip. Yeah, see, it's at an angle already. Huh. Hard to make it level. So this is what we're going to do first. Let's put a large grid block down, and then we'll put it on top of the large grid block. Alright, let's make this. Then we're going to go... Okay, so if you go into the build menu, you can toggle how you want to align it. I want to align it by gravity. So this will be the gravity align. And then we do it like that. And then that means when we build off that way, it will be nice and level. And no, we do not want large grid, we want small grid. There we go. Okay, so that's up. Now let's go ahead and get our little Let's get some, we're gonna do some light armor block up on here. As much as I hate using it, we're gonna use it anyway. Now I like to put a base of these in place. Now, even though we can in Scrapyard Pirate's Life, we can use the jetpack. We don't want to use it much because, well, I don't know how much hydrogen we're going to have because I don't know where there's ice on this planet. Incidentally, this planet does look a lot like Pertam, doesn't it? Guess what? It's not Pertam, guys. We are not on Pertam. So, yeah. This is a planet known as Sapermentus, if I'm pronouncing that right. And it is most certainly not Pertam. I think we've got plenty of components there for a little bit bigger, heavier rover, I think. So that's what we're going to aim for here. I do want to get a good battery on it, get a hydrogen engine going on, and that kind of thing, of course. So, but I do want to get some sturdy width on that thing. Now the tricky part, of course, is going to be, oh, you know what we can do? I like to do a heavy armor for the under suspension and elevate my whole structure a little bit there. Oops. Did I do enough of those? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, okay, good. 1, 2, 3, okay, good. Now I want to leave room for 2 batteries. Hopefully we can get some more power cells and get another battery for this thing, but if we can't, that's okay. Alright, now let's get some wheels on this. Let's see, so my thought is we're going to have cargo containers and potentially a weapon system or 2.
Low.
And since this obviously, oh boy, we need to get up and over here and get some stuff. We need, first of all, we need eat meal packs. We need to get a zap of this. Get some O2. That's the other thing we're going to need. But here's the question I have is I don't know if this planet has any oxygen in the atmosphere. Oh wait, it does. See? O2 low. But apparently it's too toxic for us because I'm pretty sure if I take off my thing, yep. Yeah, see? It's toxic to us, however, we can do some stuff. We're going to worry about doing this before we worry about doing the other. Okay, now I'm wondering if I want to make a rover or if I want to make a flyer. I don't know, guys. I started thinking about making a rover, but, you know, I'm starting to wonder if maybe a flyer might not be a better idea. We don't have the battery power for it, though. That's a problem. I mean, here's why I was thinking that. We've got these turbines with a whole lot of components. We could make the flyer's capability. Slap some turbines on here and some landing gear instead of wheels. It would give us a flight ability, which might be actually advantageous. Okay, so the rules for thrusters. No ion thrusters at all in this playthrough. I don't care where we are. If there's an ion thruster, it's gotta go. All spaceship that we build are going to be hydrogen only, so that's going to make it a little bit of a challenge, since we have no idea where there's ice. So hydrogen is going to be really, really, really handy to have. Second of all, we need to have atmo thrusters for atmospheric stuff, you know? You can't do atmo and hydrogen to get off the planet. So when we get off, we're going to have to find some ice somewhere. We're going to have to build up some hydrogen somehow. So that being said, I'm thinking... I feel like a vehicle might be the smartest way to go. I don't know. It's desert out here, and there's a lot of hills and stuff, so... I don't know, we'll figure it out. Let's just do the desert thing. I mean, do the vehicle thing. We can carry more cargo that way. Thankfully, oh, it's inferno heat now. That's not good. Where having a better tool would be very helpful. Now I'm going to try to make this thing a lot heavy, you know, a lot more heavy duty than I would have otherwise, simply because we got mountainous terrain here and I want to make sure that we can be able to get around it, which is good when you have a lot of wheels. I might put 4 wheels on each side, actually. Yeah, I think I might do that, actually. Put another set of wheels over here. Alright, so I'm thinking battery here. Put the battery directly behind the cockpit. I wonder if we should do... You know, the cockpit is a big, important thing. I wonder if I should do a connector here, and that would give us more connection component points. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. So let's set up a conveyor converter right here, and then that way we can access some conveying if we want on the sides. Now we got to figure out if I put that battery right behind here, that's not necessarily a bad place to put it. If I move it back well enough, like 1 square back, and then I could probably even stack a second one on top if we wanted to put another battery in here. See, if I did a battery like... If I did a battery like this right there, or I did a warfare battery, which I actually like a lot better. And so we put that right behind it. See, that's where that is, and we come back 1 more. So let's take a look at that and see how that looks. Pretty centralized on that, doesn't it? So what if we did the battery right here, like that? I better grab another. Yeah, we could do that, and then just that would protect the battery. It could run the stuff on the sides, and then let's see here. Then we could put an H2O2 gen on here. That way, if we do find any ice, we're good to go. Leave that there. And then that would allow for connection to the hydrogen engine on top. Because I do really want that hydrogen engine, and we can put that right up on top here. above the battery, and that can connect directly. Actually, we put it right above the battery on the back side right here. And that kind of centralizes the weight and everything. And on this side here, yeah, I like that. But I do like the idea of there being another set of wheels on here in the center, given the type of terrain we're dealing with. 1, 2, go out 3 to here. One too many. I just feel like, you know, we could go for that, and that would provide a lot more stability, maybe? And then the other thing is, well, do we need to go that far out? Might go 2. Do it on the 3rd. Here we go. Yeah, that might be better. And then one right here. Oh. And set that one right here. Okay, something spawned in. Don't know what or where, but that's how that goes. Alright. So, I think we're doing pretty good on this episode, guys. Let's see here. Let's see here. We're gonna need to have room for our containers. You know what? We might not want to do it that way. We want a lower profile on this thing. You know what we might want to do actually is do a... We might want to go with 2 containers side by side on either side, and then...
Energy low.
Yeah, I got it. It's because of this stupid heat. So, thinking, battery on the 2 sides. Maybe we'll put, maybe what we can do is set a battery on each side. I mean, I like that. If we put the battery, maybe we'll set the battery up in the front. I just don't want it to get too top heavy. That's the reason why I was thinking about putting the battery the way it was. But here's the other thing, the other side to that too is that we need to leave room for the cargo containers, and I'm thinking 2 side to side with give us a lower profile on them, I think. But you know what we could do? If we did side-by-side cargo pods on the sides, I wonder if I could... Oh, you know, I have an idea, guys. What if we do... Okay. So what if we bring this up, not all the way up there, but back here, right there, okay? And then right here, we do a conveyor junction, because we're going to need to do something that connects to the, now we could do those things vertical, or we could do them flat. Let's see. We're going to need hydrogen tanks for the engine, that's for sure. So here's what I'm thinking. Do we want to do them like that, or do we want to do them on their sides like this? We could do it on the sides, like right here and here, like one there and one over here, but spread them out a little bit more. Or we could do a large cargo pod, but that's pretty big. I mean, that would be like... That'd be big. Very big. Now we could do a pair of those. They're pretty large though, I mean, but it would do the trick if we did a couple of those. It would definitely be a lower profile, a shorter base if we did it that way. But on the other hand, I'm thinking something sleek, something that we're going to probably want to put armor on, because this is going to have to be a cargo and a combat vehicle is what I'm thinking. So maybe, definitely, if we do these on the sides, say like so. Out just a hair bit more, like right there. And right there. Oh man, I just want that out of the way. Okay. So if we do these on each side like this, then we could put weapon systems on the top if we want to, and then we'd have twin firepower. And if we did it this way though, we could keep the battery like that. We'd have to take the wheels out a bit further though, because we need definitely a wider wheelbase for that. I don't know though. It seems kind of... I mean, we could put barrels on the outside like we did before, but I kind of like this idea. And then we could armor it up, make it a little bit wider, a little bit heavier. Put our engine on there. Actually, you know what I'm thinking too, guys? I'm thinking maybe let's move the cockpit back and put the battery in the front and armor it up. Or maybe put the we could... Oh, I have an idea, guys. What if we put the engine in the front and the battery in the middle here, and then we ran the hydrogen tanks in the middle of these two things? Oh, we better get over here before we run out of juice. Yeah, there we go. Now it would protect the hydrogen in case of something happening. We just got to widen out the wheelbase a lot more. That would be really good, and then we'd be able to carry our materials from where we're going to where we're going to be. There we go. Alright, now we got a bit of a plan here, and we can put the motor in the front because of the fact that we have this other going on. Nice. Okay. So let's get the battery in place. So the battery will go right there. Or actually, we'll bring it up a little bit. Put it right here, maybe? Because, oh, we can put it right up on it. And then that still leaves those sides open for stuff. H2O2 gens and things like that. And then right down this middle here, we can put like additional batteries or whatever we want. I'm thinking we're going to probably want to put some, let's see, some hydrogen tanks like these right here. Put one there, and we won't connect these two. So yeah, we'll just set up these hydrogen tanks right down the middle. And we can run a conveyor line right down there too. Okay, there we go. We got our hydrogen tanks, we got our battery. Now, here's the thing I gotta wonder though. Wonder if we should set up the battery. If we do it like that, well, we could still bury the battery and stuff, and that's actually pretty good. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get this. Let's get this in place. We'll give it a shot. I mean, it's an interesting design. We'll give it a go and see what we think. How about that? We'll go there like that. And then we'll do and then the motor can just be set right up on this. In the front here, it'll fit just fine. And it will actually plumb directly into that there. And then we'll use, I know which, we'll do the truck cockpit. That works out really well for that. I'm pretty sure it's got an opening in the bottom. Yep. Perfect. Give us a little elevation there, be able to look over the thing there. That's perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and get this set up, and we'll go and get those power cells. That way we've got this powered. If it's not powered, it will go away, and we do not want it going away. We're not okay with that. Okay, so let's get this powered. We now kind of looking like a Y-wing. Let's go ahead and get this thing set up. I didn't even notice that till just now. Alright, now we got some power on here. Now these wheels. They gotta go out a little further. Now we're gonna use the springy ones, so they're gonna be out anyway. But I want to take these out just a hair bit. Let's see here. Now, one of the reasons why I like having a series of blocks on the bottom is just because it just gives some better support in case you smack into rocks and things, and you know, things get rough and tumble. This will be a low profile, kind of like a modern MBT in a way, because of the fact that we're going to have it low to the ground and wide. But there's an advantage to that. You don't roll over as much. I kind of like that. Alright, so now let's see here. Is this... I'm trying to see if this is going to be wide enough, or if we should maybe take it all the way out. I don't know. We could take it all the way out. If we take it out one more, we could do that. We're gonna probably have to dig this side out a little bit to put this wheel in, though. Only because, you know, we're pretty low down. Nope, we want heavy armor. Protect those wheels. We've got the grids for it, so we might as well do it. Yep, that wheel is definitely needing to get dug out. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. No rocks. So we're going to need to get a refinery set up somewhere. Which is another reason why we do this the way we do it. It's going to be a lot easier, because with this position, the way it is set up, we could actually conceivably put supergrid 2 things on the top and be good to go. Because we could just go ahead and slap a couple of rotors or a couple of hinges and throw a... well, we don't really need... Assembler isn't really needed, but we can... but a refinery, on the other hand, that's needed. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and get our wheels on. So what I'm thinking, guys, is off-road wheels, and I'm thinking doing suspension. So these are on the, let's see, right side. So these are over here. So I'm thinking doing the suspension wheels instead of the narrow wheels. Give us a little extra added footprint. And then, I mean, it is a bit much, but it's good. It's good. We can always switch out the wheels later if we want something more like a tank. All right, good to go. All right, let's go up here and get some more materials. Or actually, you know what we could do? We'll just get them from here. You know what we could do too? Alright, let's go over here. Let's see about, are we full in here? Almost. Let's drop a bunch of this stuff off. Let's grab that. That. We'll drop this off. I think the rest of this we can do fine with. Let's see what other materials we have over here that we can grab. We're definitely going to need these. And we're going to want these as well. Okay, let's fly over and get ourselves our wheels. Alright, because once we get these things done, it's going to have to bounce a little bit. Oh yeah, we need to get our gyros in place too. There we go, see? Get that stability in there, we're good to go. Gotta come up with a good name for this too, guys. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna go with, but we'll figure something out, I'm sure.
Fuel low.
Oh shoot.
Fuel critical.
Ow. Alright. Uh-oh. We better get some food, guys. Where's our food? We need some of this food. Let's grab 10 pastries. We're living on Pop-Tarts here. Pop-Tarts and a prayer, I guess. We need to get gyros in place on this thing too, so... Well, I think that we're going to... You know what I think we're going to do? I want to put another battery on here and just leave it. But I don't know. I feel like I want to, but if I put a battery on here, you know, we could put a second battery on top of this one and it would lock it down pretty good. But if we did that, I would need to run conveying around it to get to what I needed to get to for the engine and everything in those hydrogen tanks. But if we did that too, we'll put it there for now. Just because I feel like we might need it. Which makes me want to take these hydrogen tanks actually, and let's do something with these, okay? I have an idea. We're going to wait to put them in until we get these built because we can connect them via a centerpiece, and then this front part here can have a conveyor junction which can then link up to everything else on the other sides. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. But that does not change the fact that we need to get some gyros in place. So let's get those in place now. And I think on top of here will do for now. drop those in there like that. Yeah, steel plates. Ah, funny thing. Okay. Ah, good gravy. Another. Gotta eat my toaster pastry for the day. Alright. Toaster pastry power. Alright. I want to use this ship to get as much material as we can for this. I think at some point we will get a flyer, but maybe we'll build something that's like a heavy lifter, and it'll move our vehicle to a different location. You know what might be kind of cool is to do like a modular base that we can fly to a different location with a heavy lifter we build. I mean, we want to get off this ridiculous dust ball, but might as well make a go of it. Obviously there's some presence here, so we can do something with that. Maybe we can find a trade station and do some sort of like economy work. I mean, that is part of the deal, right?
Energy low.
Okay, energy low, hydrogen's low, everything's low. The world's low. Gotta figure out where the ice is. There's gotta be ice on this planet somewhere. Otherwise, this is gonna be a very messed up situation. I mean, there's ways around it, but I don't know how I would do it necessarily. I mean, we'll have to hit every single thing we can find and hope that we can find some ice. But, let's see. We don't need 100 of those. Oh wait, but we do need more. No, we got steel plates too. Alright, cool. Let's get these things done so we can drop this thing. I did not mean for it to hit that, but we did. We did it. I don't like how close those two... I really got those two pretty close. Maybe... too close? I don't know. I feel like those should actually be further back.
Fuel critical.
That does not last long. Yeah, I feel like it's like... if we're gonna do it, we've got to spread it out just a hair, I think. 2 sets of 2 would probably be smarter. Alright, and so we're looking at movement left. And we do it right there. Okay, cool. And then right. Okay. Get this one up good. Okay, let's get over and get that backpack filled up again.
Fuel low.
Yep, I know. Haven't seen any trouble yet, guys, so I'm pretty sure that they don't know we're here yet. I'd like to keep it that way. I don't have exactly the best history with certain groups. Hopefully the web isn't here. That would really suck, because they don't like me and I don't like them. Space Pirates, we're not really friends either. You know, the scimitar last episode was a royal pain. We need components for construction. And we'll grab that in a minute. Oh wow, we don't need as many components for a small grid deal there, do we? That's nice. Alright, so where we got more construction components in here? Oh no, we do not. Oh right. So that means we've got to do some grinding off. Okay. Okay, well that sucks. Alright guys, well it just crashed, so thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Scrapyard Pirate's Life, and we'll see you again next time. And you know the deal, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and leave me comments of where you want to see this series to start to go, since we've never been landlocked like this. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next time.